What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another Once Human video. Today I got a banger for you guys. I'm going to be listing at least 15 of what I think are the best tips in the game right now, not just for beginners but even intermediate players. Two of these that I actually learned about today at level 25. So I believe there's something in here for you guys. I'm not going to sit here and beg you to subscribe. I know what you're here for. You're here for to learn. So if you hear something that you did not know, just leave a like. And first off, we're going to start off with what I think is one of the most important ones, and that is enhancing your weapon before you go to your workbench and you calibrate it. Now, what do I mean by that? I have an entire in-depth video on this on my channel if you want to go take and learn a little bit, or actually a lot more about this. But what I mean is if I go to my guns right here, and if I go to this pistol, you can see right here it's 2 stars, right? Now, now if I go to my blueprints and I go to my pistol, that same pistol is 3 stars. Why is that? Because in said video that I just talked about, I enhanced this weapon up to 3 stars. Now, if I would have calibrated my 2-star pistol that I have on me now all the way up to 5, that would have been a complete waste, because now I have to craft the 3-star pistol, or I can wait until I get another, few blueprints, and I can make it up to 4, and then I can calibrate my weapon. Tip number 2, you can actually rename your crates. So I know storage can be a mess in this game. At least it is for me. I really need to organize my stuff, but that's not what you guys are here for. If you click right here, click edit, you can literally type in whatever you want. Now, you can't do spaces. It has to be all one word. But now you don't have to sit here and open up every single chest. You can just kind of look, okay, well, here's my water. Bam. All right, tip number 3, you can actually hide your Stardust resonant filters. I actually have mine hidden under the ground right here, as you can see. Now, I have full stone foundations all the way around my house. Why? Because I learned the hard way and did one of these level 2 with wood, and my shit got completely destroyed. If I can find a clip, I'll post it in the video. But yeah, so literally come here, boom, and then you could put your thing in there, start the little raid, whatever they're calling it. I've only done it once or twice, but you guys that have done this, you know what I'm talking about. This makes it a lot harder for them to get to it. And then I have the reinforced door here, or it's called a painted door, but it's the best door that I have in the game right now. And they have no way of coming up here other than the flying ones. So yeah, you can actually hide this in the floor, on the ground, no foundation. Alright, tip number 4, have 2 furnaces. I always keep 2, one of them strictly for coal. As you can see, I had some coal cooking up in here. That way, whenever you're waiting on coal, or say you're smelting some aluminum, iron, whatever it may be, and then you run out, now you need coal. Well, now you're waiting on your coal. So it's just easier, makes it a lot more, streamlined. Have 2, one strictly for coal and the other one for your ingots. All right, tip number 5, how to get salt. Now, I know this may be obvious for some people, but it actually wasn't obvious for me at the very beginning of the game. I was wondering, how do I get salt? I guess I didn't realize how in-depth this video game was. But if you need salt, you need to find the ocean. And you also need to make yourself a sealed flask. Press the hotkey with it on your hotbar. You're going to collect seawater. Take that back to your base. Boil that up. Now you got some salt. It actually takes a lot per meat to put it on the drying rack, so make sure you get a good amount, especially if it's nowhere near your base. You don't want to be running back and forth, just for salt. Get a good amount while you're out here. All right, tip number 6, daily login rewards. Now, I know everybody, trust me, I have a family, I have a 4-year-old. Not everybody can play every single day, but if you can just find 5 minutes in your day to hop on and grab your daily login rewards, I have not missed a single day. You can, see the dates right here. I haven't missed a single day since I got on the beta. And I believe it doesn't even go far enough. But yes, get your daily login rewards. The amount of money I have right now is insane. Literally, I would say 90% of that has came in from the daily login rewards. And also, you don't have to travel all the way, to the little town, whatever they're calling it. You can just make your mailbox at your house. All right, tip number 7, and I know this may sound crazy for some people, but this is actually in the game. Some of you may already know about it. If you do, you obviously been playing for a while, but there's actually a weight system in the game. And I don't mean like with your backpack. I mean your character. If he can get overweight, he can get really slim. Actually, about 10 minutes before I made this, sat down and recorded this video, I was running some wood back and forth, and it literally popped up on my screen, and I wasn't recorded, but I regret it. It said, your calves are getting slimmer. And I was like, what? So yes, you can get overweight in this game if you don't move around too much and you eat. Now, you won't be able to run as fast, but you'll be able to take more hits. And if you don't eat enough in the game and you just like starve your character and you're always running around and being athletic, you can get like seriously skinny, and like you can tell on your character. Like you can look at him and be like, holy crap, I need a cheeseburger. So yes, there's actually a weight system in the game with your character. All right, tip number 8. If, like I said, back to the last one, not everybody can play every day. If you do plan on, not being able to get on for a few days, this game is a live game. It's always living. It's always breathing. Make sure that you keep in your material depot what it takes to keep the upkeep of your base up. It tells you right here, like everything you need per day. I got a few things in here. All of the, obviously I need more wood. But make sure you keep enough stuff in here if you're not going to be on for 2 or 3 days. Now, it takes 4 hours for your buildings to start deteriorating. But, if you're not on for 72 hours, 96 hours, 3 or 4 days, that could be a problem. Now, I'm not saying it's going to completely fall down, but I'm not saying it's not. Tip number 9. Again, this one might be obvious for some players, but it might not be for some others. If you lay in your bed, if you look at the bar at the very bottom, my health is going up and my sanity is going down. That blue is my sanity that's taking over my health bar. If you lay in bed, it takes a bit, but it will actually fill that bar all the way back up with health and fix your sanity. All right, tip number 10. Now, not all of you are going to have the refrigerator, but once you do, you can actually make ice in the refrigerator. So all you got to do is put purified water in here. Boom, it starts making ice. Now, what does ice do? Ice also helps, if you look in the bottom corner at my sanity, it also helps with your sanity. All right, tip number 11, and this was a big one. So some of you have maybe been running around the world or driving around on your bike, and you don't have access to the wish machine yet. You probably never even seen it, but you may have seen one on a player's base that was just on a platform with no walls, this, that, and the other. It does not matter what level you are. If you can find one where a player has just have it sitting outside their house, maybe on their porch, back deck, wherever, trust me, I've seen it 100 times. Doesn't matter what level you are, you can actually use the wish machine. Now, I've turned the audio down tremendously because the music that it plays is very copyrighted. Now, for you new players, you're going to have like 1,000 of these StarCom credits, whatever. And I recommend that you do the ones on the far right, all of them first. It's going to give you 10 chances. And you want to get, this is actually where I got my Div Evo. I got it from this, all the ones on the right that are technically on sale, as you see right here, because all of these to the left take 500 a piece. The ones that I just showed you on the far right, these are only 100 a piece. And if you have 1,000, you can get 10 of them at a time. Now, I don't know what's better, to do one at a time or to do 10 at a time. I did one at a time. I got the Div Evo. I got the Pioneer like 4 times, and that's how my Pioneer's 4 stars now. All right, tip number 12, and this one's a good one. You can actually disassemble mods that you are not using here at the disassembly bench and get these weapon mod info units. And for a while, I didn't know what these were for, but now I do. So if I press K and I go to my mods and just say I go to my submachine gun, this is the mod that's on my Div Evo. If I right-click my mod, I can actually re-roll, and it tells you right here what the possibilities of you having. You can actually re-roll your mod and hope to get something better. So for the sake of the video, and I don't think stability is, that great because the stability on this gun is not great anyway, I'm just going to re-roll this and see what we get. All right, so we got aim stability 6%. I mean, I think that's a little bit better. All right, tip number 13, and this one's mainly for the beginners. You guys are not going to have a motorcycle for a while. You're going to be running around like a peasant, just like the rest of us all started doing. You can go to the trunk of cars, most cars, and you have a good chance of getting fuel out of there. And you're going to need a lot of fuel whenever you finally get your motorcycle. So why not, at the beginning, start stacking it up. All right, tip number 14. This one goes for strongholds. Now, I know a lot of people, they may not even know this one, but there is a fuse right here at this market right here. You pick up this fuse and you take it over to this power box over here, and this is how you get to the secret chest. Now, that's not the whole tip. What I'm getting at is even though I've cleared this out, so in the top left it would say like, hey, I need to do this, do that. You can come back and still get the weapon crate and gear crate the next day. Now you can't get the mysterious chest, that is a one-time, one and done, but you can come back to not just this stronghold but all of them and get you can get that weapon crate and that gear crate. Let's put our fuse in here. And let's go get our weapon crate or gear crate. I can't remember which one it is. So as you can see, the mysterious crate I cannot open because I've already opened it. But here we have a gear crate waiting for us. Alright, and our last tip is for any new players. If you're having any trouble beating a boss, or maybe you just want to become, part of a community, a part of a hive, a part of a warband, join the Once Human Discord. They have a whole channel in there just for, hives, a whole channel just for warbands, and it's a good way to get with other players because, I know they're giving out a lot of codes right now, but it's very rare that you see someone just randomly in game, mostly because everyone's teleporting from here and there and this, that, and the other. Not everybody's running around. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If there was just at least one tip that you did not know about, just give that like button a little tickle, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. It's your boy Motivated Devil, Semper Fidelis, out.